And then we go back. Oh. Wait. Oh, we're going to Paraguay. Oh my god, we're gonna see him get the videos. Holy shit. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tia and I react to things on this channel. And today we continue Pluribus. What is under the plastic things, guys? That is the only question on my mind right now. That was such a good cliffhanger. I'm not gonna lie, it was so good. And I said it many times in the last video. In some ways, I almost wanna leave it that I don't know what's actually there. I've been saying it and I've heard a lot of people saying it, or I was like, the only thing in my head that would get that kind of reaction from her would be if it was human bodies or something. But then I was like, it doesn't make any sense that she wouldn't recognize it right away because she was looking so, you know, like for such a long time like what it is until she realized what it was. People were saying like maybe it's human brains or maybe it's kids because we don't see kids, or at least a lot of them in the show, which it's a good point. That I'm like, is it just like an issue for the, you know, for the show to have actors who are kids but who act like adults, especially like younger kids or like babies or like that? How would that even work? Or is there actually something that has happened to the children? So yeah, I hope it's not that. I have no idea. Whatever this is they're using to drink from the milk bottles or the boxes, and it is disturbing enough for her to react like that. So I'm excited to find out what it is. I keep saying it, I love this show so much. I feel like it surprises us every week and it's fun to watch it with everyone week to week. It's bad that it comes on a Friday, or it's not bad, but like, because I try to keep the weekends like free so I don't like 24/7 just film and edit videos. So I try to keep the weekends clear, but then that means that then it's only Monday when I'm now filming it, and then, you know, I'm gonna try to get it out as fast as possible, but yeah, Friday for release day is in my schedule maybe not the best, but that's okay. I'm trying to think what are the other things. That's literally like the only thing. Also, what happened to Shoza and when is she coming back? Is she coming back in this episode? People have been saying that like she should come back in this episode based on the how many episodes it says on IMDb that she's on, that she should already be back in this episode. So I'm excited for that. And Manusos, I would want to think that we hear or see more about him this episode, because last episode we didn't, right? He just wrote the name down after she had called him, which I thought she just wrote her name. I didn't look at that like clearly, and then people were pointing out that he wrote down like Carol es Turca, so like Carol is Turkish. So then I'm like, wait, I hope he doesn't go to Turkey now, you know, to try and look for her. But I would like to think that we see more of him. And I would also like to throw out a theory that they said that there's 12 immune people, and then Shoza was listing all the, like, one of them is like a really old retired man, and one of them is an 8-year-old girl, and stuff like this. I would like to think that someone, maybe someone who she hasn't met yet, so there's not many options, but that someone is already like working on the cure or some kind of thing, so that when she finally connects with them, even though they don't speak English, that like that would move the story forward a lot. I don't know, I think something like that would be cool. And then they go to the place wherever the old guy works, for example, and he has like a huge lab in his house and he's trying to figure something, or like something like this. I think that would be super cool. And people have also said that like there is a very big possibility that it's not just the 12, but that there would be more people that they just haven't found. Which also, I like that idea, that maybe imagine if Carol would find a community of people who are like her, who are like planning some kind of revolution or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point of this show something like that would happen. Although I do like the very chill vibe that the others bring, because they are so calm, even though now they are gone from the city. So that's a lot more calm, but maybe in a creepier way calm, that she's all alone in the city now. But then I'm like, if there would be some kind of revolution people, you know, that would be a very different vibe for this show. If you would go and meet people who are like angry like Carol and want to fight some, or like, you know, I don't know. But I just want to see, I just want to see what's under the, like in the bags, or was it bags? I don't know. It was like a tarp. Is that what you call it? Like a plastic thing covering. I'm hoping and assuming that that's where we go now when this episode starts, and not go somewhere completely different, because that would be just cruel. That would be a Severance way of doing it, that they, you end on a cliffhanger and then the next episode you just go somewhere equally as exciting, but you forget about the cliffhanger from last episode. So we'll see. But thanks for being here, everyone. I hope your week is going well, and I hope you like this video, and let's watch Pluribus together. Season 1, episode, oh my gosh, we are already in episode 6, and the episode is called HDP. HDP, which I have no idea what that means. Should I know what that means? Let me know in the comments, or maybe I'll figure out during this episode. HDP. But yes, we're gonna watch it together now. Let's go. Okay, thank God we go back here. She's gonna run out the door, because it doesn't, yeah, with the light. Yeah, oh my God. This better not mean that we don't see what is in there. Oh, the camera, yes, true. Let's show the others, otherwise they'll never believe it. And let's show us, please. Don't go in there alone. Take us with you, Carol. Oh, are you kidding me? No, I do want to see it though. Thank you.
This way.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me show you around. I'll give you a sense of the place, give you the grand tour. Then it is packed to the rafters with lots and lots of shrink-wrapped items.
Shrink-wrapped items?
Yeah. So what's inside? Well,
so is it like parts of human?
Worth 1,000 words, right? So I'm gonna let
body.
You see for yourself.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Ew, yeah, that's a head.
Butterball turkey. I'll tell you that much. What are they doing with all this, huh? Guess. Fucking guess. Because this whole place is filled with human bodies.
Yeah. Holy crap.
It is a meat grinder the size of a bus, and vats, cooking vats, and wait till you see what's inside those.
Nice transition. Holy crap. So we were right. I mean, I'm like, there's no, like, her reaction, they couldn't have been anything else. But now it makes sense that it's like, the bodies are like cut to pieces. And wrapped. That's so gross. Like what people have been saying, if like 1 billion people died and that they are not willing to, or they can't, or not willing to kill, the others. So food is gonna run out really fast. So on some sick level, I guess that makes sense to use the bodies that have already died. But no, still, even if it makes sense, like technically, that's still so gross. That's terrible. But how do they, because she said that behind that door is a meat grinder the size of a bus. But how do they make it that white powder thing? Because then the powder becomes, then they put that in the water and that becomes the milk. This is sick. But at least it is something that we kind of knew. Or kind of guessed that it had to be something like this for her to react like that. But it's also smart that she filmed it. Not that, I don't know if this is gonna change anything anyways. Is Lakshmi gonna be like, oh, it's okay that my son just drinks human body juice? You know? What? She's not sending it? It's a nice transition. Going into the wall and then we're inside her bag. I love this show. Okay, so we're going somewhere. Well, also this is her only evidence now of what she saw. This card. And she still doesn't know if anyone has seen her video, if they have actually sent her videos and translated them and all of that. If they've done that or not, she still doesn't know. We still don't know if that has happened. And we're back. Oh. Oh, that's so nice. That's so good. So she's cleaning all the evidence before she goes? In case they come to her house? Yeah, I guess because she doesn't know if the others have seen the videos. Because in them it's still just her talking, so she could just refilm those. But this one, she's filming the evidence of it. So maybe she wants to take herself. To Vegas? Oh my god. To Mr. Diapate. In Elvis's, yeah. He's just having a party over here. With so many people. Very cute, right? This is so weird. How does like... Because these are all others. How do they act like this now? And who is she? Actually someone like... imported, or I guess we're just changing with the ladies waiting the drinks. So many people, and they're all just like partying, not like, thank you, Mr. Diapate, we have to like go and actually work or do something. They're just here pretending that they're partying, and here he is. Yep, look at him. I do love him. The actor is great. And I'm happy we're seeing him again. And I can't wait for Carol to see him again too. Like, this is so weird. This scene is so weird to see, because it's like, we're so used to either seeing them like, hello Carol, we just want to help you Carol, all in like choir, or that it's just Carol alone, or them just being like, hello Carol, waving from like other cars or whatever. And now they're like having a normal party. Like, are these others? It has to be. Or is that guy, for example, some... Are we gonna speak French for a long time? Do I need subtitles for this? Like, is this guy with the eye patch, is he like immune, or is he one of them too?
Une canned flush. Une canned flush royale. La main la plus haute.
This is so strange. Merci.
Mon gars, reste dans ton personnage.
Oh, I'm sorry, I do need subtitles.
Mon gars, reste dans ton personnage.
Stay character. Oh, so he's just playing a character.
Monsieur Diapate, mais pas aujourd'hui.
He's like, I want to have a scene from a movie.
Merci, monsieur. Ça fait un honneur.
So he's just telling them to, like, act.
Quelqu'un d'autre?
Ew. I do like him, but he is gross. They're like, yeah. So weird. And then they leave. And then right away we go, okay, the eye patch comes off, music away, and then everyone starts like doing everything synchronized again. Yeah, they don't need any communication, everyone just smoothly does whatever they need to do. Oh my gosh. Like this kind of life, this kind of situation is perfect for someone like him because he's actually taking advantage of it. Oh, Joette. What? Oh.
Vous allez avoir un visiteur.
Carol is here.
Je pouvais voir.
Oh, then they all leave. This is so... Yeah, for someone like him, look at this. Vegas all empty. But for someone like him to, because he actually takes advantage of everything. He is like, and he loves it. He doesn't think about the consequences. He doesn't think about the bigger picture. He just thinks about himself and how he can benefit from the situation that we're in now. Which in some way, we can't really blame him for doing that. Because in some way, that's the thing that makes the most sense. It's a shitty situation, especially if we would have found out that there's nothing we can do about this. Now Carol, of course, has found out that there is a way to fix it. But then for someone like him, why would he ever want to fix it? His life is perfect right now. If he is such a shallow person that he doesn't need more than that. If he can have people around him pretending to play poker with him and having this party, and he's okay with just telling them what to do and they just do it, and then he can have as many women as he wants and as much money as he wants and like do everything he wants, all these shallow things. If he's fine with just that, then of course it's perfect for him. But I would think for a person who is less shallow, which I guess is Carol, for example, who already was quite unhappy with her life in the beginning, we saw, and then have found out that she has a lot of things in her life that have been quite like traumatic, and now she lost her wife and all of this. It's been a lot harder for her, I guess, life maybe in general. I mean, not that we know anything about his life from before, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it was it could have been something terrible, his life so far, and now he has a chance to like do everything differently and actually enjoy life, or that he's used to this kind of life and he just wants to keep going with it. But it's clear that Carol is a pessimist and he is probably an optimist, so he's like, well, might as well enjoy it while we can. And Carol is like, I can't enjoy anything until this is all fixed and until we go back to our old miserable life, you know, what it used to be. So very interesting to see them now talk. And because it looks like he talks to them quite a lot, and in the meeting before when they met in the plane the first time with all of them together, all the immune people, and they were saying that don't you ask them what it's like and don't you talk to them and whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if he has seen the videos from her and if he is kind of fine with it, you know? Because now we see this party, this scene, it looks like, oh, he has no idea what is going on. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he did and he's just like, well, but I'm fine here.
Please be here, please be here, please be here.
Yeah, there's no way she could know. Or there is a way, but a way that she doesn't want to use to know that he's still there. Because this is just the last she heard of him. This is so crazy. Like, how did they film this? Are they actually in Vegas? And have they actually closed parts of it for filming? Welcome, Carol. That's like a scene from Gilmore Girls, where she's looking up at the traffic lights. More like, welcome, Carol. Yeah, they're all waiting for her already. Nice elevator. Not all people have a couch in their elevator. It looks awesome. And is this a set, or are they actually in the Westgate? What's that what it's called?
On their way out the door, they told you I was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they didn't tell you why I was coming. There's no way in hell they did. You're gonna need something stronger than champagne when you see what I brought. Do you, have a TV in this barn?
This barn? Of course, it comes out of this
Impressive.
cabinet.
Is this another one of your videos?
You've seen my videos?
Oh!
They actually sent you my videos.
Of course. They were very well done. Very dramatic.
Well,
Yeah, see, he doesn't care.
you could have.
Yeah, you could have answered or
Forget
let
it.
her know. So now she knows that all the 12 have gotten it and no one got back to her. Because that was also a question, like, would no one be interested? Would no one actually be like, wait, what? And like, want to answer her or something, because it would be easy for them to answer. Because the others would just help them. Because I guess all the other 12, except for the guy, Manusas, he's the one who doesn't want to talk to them, but I guess all the other ones are communicating with the others. So how easy it would have been for them to be like, tell Carol that I got her message, but I'm not interested, or something. But she's just been in the blind, you know, in the dark, all by herself, like freaking out and thinking that like no one has seen them. But they have seen them. They just don't care. We learn yet again.
I hate to use a cliche, but you might want to sit down. Seriously. Because I am telling you, what you are about to
Is
witness.
this about them eating people?
What?
It is troubling.
Oh my god, it is
Wait,
troubling.
how could you?
Allow me.
Yeah, of course he knows.
Hello, Carol. We're John Cena, and we're here to address some questions you may be having regarding our food.
What? Hello, Carol, we are John Cena. What is John Cena doing like every show in little cameos? This is hilarious. We are John Cena.
Hello, Carol.
Oh, that's so good.
We're here to address some questions you may be having regarding our food supply.
Okay.
As you know,
We've
we
made
can't
a video.
purposely kill, harm, or otherwise interfere with any form of life. That includes plant life. We can't harvest wheat or corn or rice. We can't
Oh
pluck
my
an apple from a
god.
tree.
Okay.
Once an apple drops of its own accord, well, we'll eat it, of course, and gratefully. Cows, chief amongst them, that still require milking. And there's pre-existing food, millions of tons of it, that was processed prior to our joining. So far, so good, right?
Oh my god.
Except for one small problem. As of this taping, there are 7,348,292,411 of us. That's a lot of mouths to feed. We're facing a caloric deficit.
Yeah.
This is how we get our sustenance. 1/2 pint of this shelf-stable liquid contains 300 calories.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I can see from their point of view if you don't have like any moral or any feelings or whatever, that you're like, yeah, and then we just drink this because it has 300 calories and that's what we need. You know, that you're just like, if you just think about it technically, then of course, like it makes sense. But I would like to think that the only reason they are able to do it, able to drink it, is because they are joined. Like that anyone who is like immune, for example, you would not even think about like drinking that, you know? I am 100% on Carol's side on this. But like I said, I do understand. I'm not like that this is stupid or anything. It's not stupid. It's just terrible. Terrifying. And again, something that everyone just probably has different opinions on.
Each carton contains 8 to 12% of something we call HDP, human-derived protein. And yep,
HDP.
nearly 100,000 people pass away each day due to natural causes and accidents. Those human remains, which would otherwise go to waste, are our source of HDP.
Yeah.
We cherish the memory of these people
I
and appreciate their sacrifice.
I don't know what to think.
We're not that keen on it ourselves, but we're left with little choice. Rest assured, Carol, you will never have to consume this product. Any comments, concerns, call anytime, day or night, and leave a voicemail.
That is, yeah.
We regret not being able to speak to you directly, but for the time being, we need our space.
I cannot believe that John Cena did that. That's hilarious that he is the one who did it. I think that makes sense, that if they make a video like that and then they're like, okay, who should be the person who explains all of this? It should be someone famous, but who is joined now with the others. And now we know what HDP is. I don't know if I feel any better about it. I really don't think I do. Again, I understand his point of view, or their point of view. This is, again, like, this show brings up so many good questions and topics to talk about. Although I'm not 100% sure if cannibalism is a good topic to talk about or to debate about. I don't know what I think. I understand why they do it. I think it's terrible. I would never do it. I would wish no one had to do it. But he's even saying that we hope that we didn't have to do it. But it's kind of like we don't have any other choices. But it's interesting that we're pointing this out.
About a week ago, out of curiosity, I asked John Cena, why do people drink so much milk? We had been hanging out together. He was teaching me the sunset flip powerbomb.
And what was your reaction? I mean, or do you even have one?
As I said, it is troubling.
That's it?
Very much so.
They all said they were vegetarians.
Ah, yes, I asked John about that. He reminded me that technically what they said was that they would prefer to be vegetarian.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
so
that's what they said.
all the fucking lawyers in the world survived.
Carol, for the record, I am in no way pleased with the idea of these people eating human flesh. None of us are.
Us.
Oh.
Who's us?
She's been left out of the group chat.
The other individuals, the ones like you and me, we stay in touch.
Oh my god.
You stay in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because now the 11, because for Carol it was like, we can only have the 6 people who speak English there because we can't have any of the others in the room because we are going to talk about them and how to fix this, and they, if one of them knows, all of them know, blah, blah, blah. But I think all of these other people, they don't care. They're like, yeah, we can talk to this and this person and whoever wants to translate and whatever. They're not in any... So it seems like all of them... So now my theory, I guess, goes out the window when I'm like, maybe one of the 5 or whatever who we haven't seen yet, that maybe one of them, besides the Manusos who is in Paraguay, who seems to be taking this kind of like Carol. I was like, maybe there is someone else who doesn't speak English either, who would be thinking about this similarly. And then also the fact that maybe there are more than those 12 people. But the fact that they've been keeping in touch in some way, I'm like, that's good, but at the same time, that's so annoying and rude and or it's not even annoying and rude. I understand why they wouldn't want to invite Carol because she's quite a lot and she does, I'm sure she wouldn't want to, for example, talk to them when she knows that the others are translating. What is she going to talk to them about? So what is the weather like over there, you know? Because all she cares about right now is fixing this and none of them do. So it's not like, you should have invited her, that would have been so much fun. But just the fact that she knows now, that everyone else knows, everyone else has seen her videos, and everyone else knows about this, for example, that they're eating or drinking humans. And no one cares, and they didn't tell her that they got the videos, that she's so alone. She's been alone this whole show since episode 1. But I think it keeps getting like more and more to the level of how alone she actually is. And like how long is it gonna take for her to break? But I feel like when she's almost about to break, when she is almost this close to giving up, then Manusos is gonna like show up. That's my guess.
What, you just hang out? Potluck suppers and whatnot?
We meet occasionally,
Okay.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of flying.
Mostly we're on Zoom.
Oh, what do you guys talk about? I mean,
You?
it can't be saving the world because you shot that down really quickly.
In a sense,
Yeah.
it is. Most of the world's population will starve to death within the next 10 years.
Says who?
Says them. If you press them long enough.
Oh.
We wish to save them from that. They did appreciate the input.
I bet. Did you guys ever talk about including me in the Zooms?
Oh.
We took a vote. It was not unanimous, but the majority felt your presence might prove disruptive.
Mm.
Oh.
Also, our
That's even
non-English speakers were
worse.
perhaps a bit offended that you did not invite them to join us in Spain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Carol.
Sure. Too, like, so complicated. So, I understand why they wouldn't want to invite Carol. And I understand why they wouldn't want to save the world with her. In some way, I understand their side. But then, of course, I am in Carol's side. So that it's also annoying that they are excluding her from this group, which is only 12 people in the world. So it's not like, you know, you literally can all like get together and have a conversation. If it was like hundreds of people, that would be quite hard. But the fact that the group is so small and Carol is a part of that group and now she's been excluded from it, I understand also that there are like the people who weren't invited to the first meeting in Spain, that they're not maybe thrilled about that. But then that just shows that they don't understand it from her point of view, which is that she doesn't want the translation because, she, you know. So maybe they all, yeah, they just think the same way and then just leave her outside.
Ultimately, this is not about you. Or any of us, for that matter.
Yeah, sure, I get it.
She looks so hurt. Can I go cry in your... Oh my god. Poor her. It's been a rough time for her anyway. Yeah. I do really feel bad for her. Like, she's trying so hard and nothing is happening. She's trying to save the whole world by herself from people who are most of the people in the world. But then the people who are like her. She's so low. She is. Is he talking to the others? But yeah, she like probably feels so excluded. Maybe she felt excluded already before, of course, like being a minority with her sexuality and then the way her mom treated her and all of this. And Helen seems like she was like the only person who was there for her, who understood her, who was patient with her. All of this, and now she doesn't have Helen anymore, she doesn't have anything anymore, and even the people who she kind of has, they are like literally turning their back to her and being like, no, we don't want to invite you to our Zoom hangouts every Tuesday and Friday. They, of course, don't know Carol's background like we do, a little bit of it. And I understand that the only interaction they had with her was that time in Spain. So I also understand it from their point of view that like they're probably not like, yeah, please let's invite her. She seemed like fun. But yeah, I guess he is calling the others here and being like, but she's so lonely. I would assume she's felt lonely her whole life. But it does seem like in scenes like this when we see him just talking on the phone quietly, like, yeah, but she's so lonely and I know, and da, da, da. And then walking slowly in his house, like, and looking out like that. He looks like worried, and he's not the party prince like 24 hours a day. There is something going on here for him too, and I would love to know more about him and what he's actually thinking. Is this just like a thing that he's putting on, you know, or is this actually who he is? Like, because scenes like that or moments like that make me think like, oh, he is deeper than what I thought.
Once again, your timing is perfect. Please.
He's cooking breakfast for her. I do like him. A great character for this show, and great character to complement Carol's character.
Thanks.
I love that he has these paintings of himself everywhere.
Bon appetit.
When was the last time she had like cooked meal like this, not just microwave food from Sprouts? Why is he copying her? Why is he copying her? Has he... Is it possible that he has become one of the others? Him acting like this just made me think of that. I would think the others would be like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay, let's do the same thing. Why did he do that? But we did see him in the phone with the others. He wouldn't need to be in the phone if he was one of them. And stuff, but that was weird. Don't scare me like that. Why is he copying her? Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I'm sure you need a break from me.
Yes.
I was thinking I'll go find my own suite, get cleaned up, and then we can get together later. Talk some more.
That she's gonna stay? He's like, are you kidding me?
I'm just messing with you.
I don't think she was. Look at her face here. She can see how he reacts, and then she's like, oh, never mind, that was a joke. When she sees that he's like, yeah, there, the scalp again. Yes, so good.
I'm just messing with you.
It's so sad.
Maybe you will have some ideas on how to save these people from starvation.
I don't know. Maybe tell him to pick a fucking apple.
Wow.
Sorry. I didn't mean that. I mean, fuck it, yes, I did. meant
mean.
that, but not like it sounded. They're doing this to themselves. They are choosing to starve.
They do not see it that way.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
The only way to save these lunatics is to turn them back the way they were. There is a way to reverse this. Help me find it. Do you seriously think the world is a better place now? Just
He
because
probably
it's
does.
peaceful? Well, once they turn us, we're gonna starve right along with them. You thought of that?
Yeah.
They cannot turn us. Not without our consent.
Whoa! What?
What do you mean?
It seems the only way to make the virus work on us is by tailoring it to our individual stem cells. But to obtain those stem cells, they must first collect them from our bodies. Apparently that involves sticking a large needle into the bone of the hip.
Whoa!
And very invasive.
And they can't do that.
Something they cannot do without our permission.
Yes. Okay. Finally, he's been
When
helpful.
did you find this out?
They made this discovery only yesterday. They are not pleased about it, I can assure you. They asked me if I would give my
Interesting.
consent. I said, regrettably, as of this time, I prefer not to.
I don't know. He seems. There is something about him that I'm like, are we sure that he hasn't turned into one of them?
Hello, Carol.
Am I just crazy?
The recording.
Oh my god.
You can leave a message to request.
Can we cut the recording? Can she not tell them to make it just like, hi Carol, beep? It is interesting that it's very good that he told her this now, but then she's like, when did you find this out? And he said, yesterday. I'm like, really? Is that true? I don't know if that's true. But also the theory of him already being one of them, that because of the phone call, because of the party we saw yesterday, the way he acted with them, with the others, and the way that he's acting with the women in the hot tub, for example, that doesn't make any sense. So I take that back. But the news that they can't turn us into them if they don't have our permission, that's great news, because that's the only thing that Carol is so panicked about. Knowing that this will, like, she's running out of time. Because I think Shosa was saying in the beginning that they're like weeks away from figuring it out or something. So that's not a long time for you to figure out this whole plan to how to save humanity. Yeah, so that's very good that he told her that. But that does mean that we're gonna lose some people from the 12, because for sure there's people who will want to join the others. So that's interesting. How is that gonna play out? And I'm still like, I'm trying to think, have I said this out loud in the videos? Or have I said this in the videos? Have only talked about it in comments with people and stuff, or seen it in Twitter and whatever, that like, now that Shosa is away, we haven't seen her all episode. I don't know if it's possible she's coming at the end or something. But this theory of like, maybe now that she's gone, everything that happened to her, she like had a heart attack. So is it possible that then when she comes back to life after that, that she has somehow stopped being them and she's immune as well? Or something like this. Like, that would be a great twist for the plot, that then she all of a sudden joins this side. It could still be that she doesn't agree with Carol or whatever, but like, that's also one thing that I have also been thinking about.
Carol?
Is it on the side of a building again? Yes. Now they don't even send her like voice recordings. Do they keep getting more and more angry? I would think they would calm down more and more.
I am officially going on record that I do not consent. You will not
Yeah,
lay a finger
surprise.
on me. Repeat that back.
On the wall, please. Thank you. And the music of relief. That's great. And it's, yeah, I guess because they are immune and for some reason they were not affected by the virus originally, like everyone else. So then it needs to be like somehow manufactured for each of them individually. We still don't know if even if when they try that, if that's gonna work, right? But I'm sure there's people in the group who are willing to test it.
This is your vehicle?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the police car.
Interesting choice.
You too.
Oh my god. One for each day. But this is what I mean. He's at least enjoying this life, which I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know.
For what it's worth, the world is doing the best it can. It misses you. Soja misses you.
Oh,
They want to come back, Carol. They're just looking for a change of heart.
Fuck them. Watch your toes.
Yeah, she's not very interested. I don't think something like that is gonna help. Which shows that maybe the fact that he uses her name, being like, she misses you. Wait, 12 days, 12 hours. And then we go back. Oh. Wait. Oh, we're going to Paraguay. Oh my god, we're gonna see him get the videos. Holy shit. Yes, of course. And then he can see Carol's face and be like, now I'm gonna go and find her. Finally, Carol S. Turca. As he's trying the last chance on the radio. 9.9999. I can't believe. I'm so happy we got back to him in this episode. But then that means that there's no Shosa in this episode, I guess. Which is, of course, sad. Oh. Just the one with the question mark. Like, is that music? That wouldn't be that interesting. Like, what is that? They're bringing the video. He thinks it's just food. This is amazing. Because there's no way that he's gonna watch a video of her, especially if it has subtitles so he actually understands, and just be like, I don't care. The world is fine the way it is now, you know? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, VHS. Oh, that's great. So they probably make it in the form for each of them that, like, the kind of machines that they would have to play it. They know that he only has a VHS player. That's wild that he would have a VHS player.
To my 12 fellow survivors.
Dulce?
Greetings.
Yeah, he knows nothing. Oh my
Some
god.
of you know me. Some of you I've yet to meet. But if you're still one of us, then this message is for you. The way it's supposed to be.
He's like a little
How do I know
boy
this?
watching it.
That everybody suddenly burst into tears. Worldwide, apparently.
Oh, he's gonna save the address and go find her. I love this so much.
Forced upon you. Who knows? Maybe in that last fleeting moment.
He's gonna leave. So interesting. Does he have a car? Is he gonna actually contact the others somehow and get a plane or something? That would be a long drive. Or maybe he's a cool guy and he has like a bike or something. Oh. They're like, oh, he's finally out. Let's go talk to him. Give him anything he wants.
Si hay alguien acá, le aconsejo que salga ya.
So he has keys to this other apartment. And the food. Let's get the food. How many days? Was it 9 days? Some of it is still fine, I'm sure. I'm sure anything would taste amazing at this point. Yeah. Or is this his apartment? So what is the place where he was before? Or was it the other place where we've seen him so far? Is that the like just his office or something? Because those are the, because it said, or like he works in the, with the garage places where people, storage, self-storage places. And then the place where he was staying at so far was there. So maybe that was just his office and this is his house. He's going on a freaking road trip. He's gonna have some really cool cars. There's only cool cars under like thing like this in movies. Yeah, look at this. I'm so ready to see what happens. This has to at least go to a point that he meets Carol. Even if there's gonna be a problem like talking, for example, or anything like that, but it can't be that like that he can't reach her or something, you know? Oh. Have they taken the gas from the car? Or the battery or something? Because they take all the stuff to put in the same place, so then they have all the resources in one place, right?
Hola, hijo. Nos alegra
Mom.
mucho verte.
Oh, this is...
Debes tener hambre, seguramente estás confundido.
Usted no me llame hijo, que usted no es mi mamá. Mi mamá es una cabrona.
Oh. Yeah, you're too nice to be my mom. Was this the first time he has had interaction with them? We still don't know if he has... Oh, he's just gonna start the car this way. So it was the battery then, right? Oh, and then we end. Oh my god. So cool. I'm so happy that he's going. This is so exciting. I really like this episode. The fact that we started with in the factory, and I thought it was very cool that we saw at first I was like, are you kidding me that we're not going to see what's inside, because we were just outside seeing Carol come out and then go back in, and we were left outside. I'm like, really? But I think it was really cool that we just then saw the tape through the camera that she was filming. So that was really, really cool. And then we started with that and then go to the road trip to go to Vegas. And then we saw that whole party scene in Vegas when they're playing poker and all of that. And then she goes there, the whole stuff with the two of them, and then we jump here. Like very, very interesting things. And I still love how kind of slow the show is and takes its time and makes us think. I can't believe John Cena was in it for so long too. The video was not short and he was really explaining like a big plot. It was an important part that he was playing in the show. I'm glad we got to see Carol break down a little bit. I think it's so sad, the reason why, because then he's telling her that they've been hanging out on Zoom with all the other immune people Tuesdays and Fridays and that they had a vote. They had voted together, should we invite Carol or not? And even though it wasn't unanimous, I mean, that could also be just what he's saying, but that they decided that they shouldn't invite her, or it's gonna be like disruptive. Because I agree that I don't think either side would enjoy it. I don't think she would want to go and just hang out and talk about nothing, like I said, and I don't think they would want to come together and then her take over again and like start talking about like how we're gonna save the world and change the people back and all of this. And then we also found out that, which is very, very nice, that he told her, which I think you could see from him that he like feels sorry for her. Do we know his first name, or is he just Mr. Diapate? I don't think we know his first name. But anyway, the fact that I think he feels sorry for, I mean, I don't think he feels sorry for her. He was on the phone saying that, but she's so lonely and feeling like that, and then making breakfast for her and whatever. And then when she's leaving, like giving up, she's like, well, there's nothing for me here. He can see that, and then he gives her something positive, something that made it worth her driving all the way to Las Vegas. I don't know how long the drive is from. Let's see how long the drive is from Albuquerque to Vegas. And then also, how long would it be to drive from Paraguay? I'm like, do we know what city he is in Paraguay? Albuquerque, New Mexico to Las Vegas, Nevada. 8.5 ish. Well, that's still a long drive, so it's nice that he's like, you know, at least she's gonna drive back, so let's give her something that is like worth, that makes it worth of driving all the way here. And then that he said that he's like, that they gave him the opportunity to like say yes or no, and he had said no for now at least. I don't know why he would say yes though, because he's really benefiting and enjoying this life that he is now having with them. Everyone just doing whatever he wants and all of this. So I don't know why he would agree to joining, because I'm sure there's a lot of people in the group who would agree to do that. I would think Carol and him are probably maybe, and then now also Manusas, but like people who would definitely not do it. But then Carol and him, very different reasons. Carol, no, because she's like, no, I want to save the world, kind of, and change everything back. And him, because he's like, no, I enjoy this world that we have right now. Then the Google Maps at least doesn't even give the estimated time for how long it would take to drive from Paraguay to Albuquerque. Yeah, you can't really even drive through, like straight through, because of the jungles between Panama and Colombia. It says, when I asked ChatGPT, lol, it says that it would take 8 to 12 days to drive from Albuquerque to Panama. And then you would have to take some kind of ship or whatever, so I don't know what he's planning to do. And then from Colombia to Paraguay, it would take another 6 to 10 days. Well, that would be reverse, yeah. Yeah, so that's a long trip. Very interesting to see how that goes. How is he gonna do it? Is he really not gonna ask for any help from the others? In some ways, I'm like, I want to see the journey. I want to see how he would go through it and how he would actually do it. But then at the same time, I would want it to happen fast. I want, like, next episode him to already see Carol. So then I would also kind of want him to go, just drive to the airport and be like, hey, take me to the States. Very, very cool to see which way the show goes. And also interesting that both him and Carol seem to have very complicated relationships with their mothers. So that's another thing that is a common theme, something they can bond over. But also what is going to happen, because Carol's Spanish wasn't that good, that they, you know, will actually be able to communicate about more than the weather or, like, you know, introducing yourself. So very cool to see how they go around that and what's gonna happen there. I'm so excited for Carol's reaction when she realizes that the guy who she called from the plane, that he has come and looked for her. She's gonna be so happy because she's so alone now. So completely alone, and like left alone too, you know, like abandoned by her team. Which I guess she never wanted to be part of that team, so it, like, again, it like makes sense. Or I don't blame the others. I don't blame Carol either. So it's complicated. But the fact that she's now somehow, I'm sure, gonna meet Manusas, and something is gonna come from that. You know what I'm also thinking? Is it possible that, if I'm still going with the theory that when Shoza somehow comes back, she's her normal self, which would be crazy. But what if, I mean, she was from Morocco. What languages do they speak in Morocco? I'm like, what if she comes back and she can speak Spanish and English? Well, when I Google what languages they speak in Morocco, it says Arabic, Amazigh, French, Spanish, and English. imagine that team. I don't know why I'm even looking into this, because it's not like, I kind of wish that would happen, but I don't believe that is gonna happen. That she's gonna come, the shows is gonna come back and not be infected anymore. But we'll see. That would be fun. That would be a great team up. Well, this was a lot happier note to leave the episode with than last episode. Although I do love the cliffhanger from last episode, and I'm very happy. Thank you, Vince Gilligan and everyone, for not making us wait, but that we actually found out right away in this episode what it was that she saw. And thank you, John Cena, for telling us what it actually is. HDP. That is disturbing and disgusting, and I don't know what to think about it, really. But a great episode. It was really cool to see Vegas all empty, and then to see the penthouse and everything. That was a great place for them to film, and the fact that they were communicating with Carol through the screens, that was funny. It was also fun to see in the party scene in the beginning how he's just telling them to play along. When he won, and the guy he was playing against with the eye patch, he was just like as excited as everyone else, like, yay, you won, good job. He's like, no, stay in the character. And he's like, oh, whatever, and throws the glasses and is like angry about the fact that he lost. That was funny, that it's like none of it is real. I'm interested also to see if he will ever think, like, if he will actually get tired of it, that the people just do whatever he wants. Or is he shallow enough to just enjoy it until it all ends? And then I do really want to find out which ones of the 12 are like, yeah, please just like take whatever cells from my hip bone and make me one of you. Who is gonna say that? And if it's actually gonna work. When they do it, is it actually gonna work? Or is it gonna do something different to them? It's gonna turn them into not happy people, but like angry people, but part of the hive mind or something. I don't know. So many ways this show could go. But I'm really, really, really happy with where we went in this episode. I can't wait for the next episode. Let me know what you thought of this episode. What are the theories? What are the thoughts? Episode 7. We have 3 episodes left of this season. Episode 7, here it says it's called The Gap. For me, that takes me to like London. Mind the gap, please. Or then the clothing store. We will see where we're gonna go with this. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like it and you can subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that if you do. And I will see you next time in the next video. All right, take care. Bye, guys.